G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now we've got our radio that half of you, well almost half of you, wanted to see the, well, it's not a resuscitation, this one's a restore job. So this was the mate for the little Philips Town & Country 200 that majority wanted to see done, which is just finished. And believe me, he's working fine. And in another few days, we're going to do the outside test. So I'll be taking it, I don't know where, out a long way out of town. And we'll also do a night test on that and just see what stations we can pick up, how far away they are, how it performs. So I thought, well, maybe we'll put the pair up together. We'll compare this one with the Philips and yeah, just see how it goes. So it could be an interesting exercise. It's a pretty good little performer, that one. It's really good. But anyway, here it is, HMV. Now I'll take the back off it now and we'll have a closer look of a closer look of the whole radio and find out exactly the information about this, how old it is, what the price of it was when it was new, stuff like that. Just yeah, just a bit of information on him. I think it'll be pretty straightforward as far as restoring. The case is in, well, pretty good order, but I still haven't got a handle. So maybe one of you guys out there in this wide world, preferably in Australia, might have wrecked one of these with a handle. So yeah, it would be good. Okay, let's take a closer look and see what's inside. And he's a very nice looking little radio, really. We've got a bit of rubbish in behind the dial glass, dial perspex. Now up here we've got a tone control. Okay, that's our tone pot up the top. And we've got on, off and volume. And over here, thank God, we've got tuning. Okay, so a close-up of the dial, it's what he looks like. And as you can see, little bits of rubbish in there. I'm sure this will clean up very nice. One little dent that we've just got to push out, but unfortunately it is a dent. And well, we'll see what we can do. You can probably get more impact there. Yeah, it's a shame. Our logo looks good. I'm sure a bit of touching up on that and he'll come up perfectly. This is a vinyl type material and normally this is all lifting. This one is a little bit just out the corner. I will probably heat this gently and take this off, clean it and re-glue it on. Okay, now around this side, you think, we've got a hole here. What's the go? That's for a car antenna. Okay, so you can't quite see in there. You may do with a little bit of light. There you go. So yeah, you plug your standard car antenna in there. Pretty nifty. Yeah. Obviously, this must have a fair bit of go in it. I don't know whether it's got a tuned RF section or not. As I said, we're just about to open it. I'll locate the model and a little bit more information on it, and then we'll go from there. Now, we've got some aerial wire there that we'll have to get out. Okay. Now, the unscrewing. We've always got to watch these, haven't we? There we go. And this is the actual original screw. Very difficult. There we go. And in the old days, we used to use a 5-cent piece. Well, you know, how long are those going to be around now? The way we're going in this world, they won't be around much longer. Certainly you won't have them in your pocket. Okay. Now, front comes off, or the back comes off. There we go. Okay. Fairly straightforward in there. Not much in there to talk about. And there is no diagram. There is nothing in this little fella. Okay. Pull the aerial out, which has been put on actually, for obviously a bit of de-axing. Let's have a look at him. Oh yes, a masterpiece. It's his master's voice masterpiece. Now we've got the ground here. We've got the aerial wound around the rod, loop stick, antenna rod, whatever you want to call these. Strange that they put this on when there is provision here for the outside aerial for a car antenna. This is it here. So, yeah, don't know why. But anyway, it must have worked at the time. Now, let's have a bit of a look here. The board looks intact. Looks quite good. There's our battery information. Uses the good old 276Ps, 9 volts. Wish we still had them. As you can see, tuned RF. We've got antenna tuning, and then our main RF tuning and our oscillator. Trimmers, doesn't look like they've been moved, which is good. This all goes quite nicely. Won't need much cleaning up, this one. This one looks like it's had some sort of lube or something on it. We'll probably take that out and put it in our machine, the ultrasonic machine. And well, here's the main board. Now the main board is looking okay, except, well, there's a grommet missing here, and obviously something's probably missing off the end. There's a bit of tissue in there. Battery leads, there we go. This is 9 volts, of course. The speaker, 30 ohm. 30. Well, it says 30 ohm there, but up here it says 4 ohm. Okay, not real sure about that. It's a 7x4 speaker. These sound amazing when they're going. If it's going to go. Now, our board, does he come down? No, we've got too many things. We've got to unsolder this. We'll get rid of this aerial arrangement here because I want this to run off its rod. So we'll get rid of that. Has that been soldered? No, it's not even soldered on. That would have been handy. Scratchy, coming and going. Okay, let's get this off. There we go. Right. Now, there we go. Get that right out of the road. Now up here, do we have a broken wire? No, I thought we had a broken wire there, but we don't. The aerial wires are intact. That's our aerial trimmer there. And obviously our oscillator trimmer is one of those little fellas that the wire wraps around a central former, sometimes ceramic. This one looks to be cardboard actually. Wraps around and around and is preset at a certain level. If you want to change it and you need it longer, you solder a piece of wire onto the one that's there and keep winding until you get what you want. As far as oscillator top end tuning, our oscillator coil will be over here somewhere in this vicinity, probably that one there. Oscillator transistor, from memory, I think it's that one, but it's been a while since I've worked on one of these. These were a great little radio. Main problem that I always had with them was the volume switch volume assembly. This is switching okay, so that's good. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, now we all want to see what's on top of the board here and what's got to go. What's happening with this? As you can see on this side, we have a grommet and probably a little piece of circuit board that goes into the grommet. The grommet's, well, falling apart as well. And obviously, yeah, grommet's long gone from here. Now, guys, is it all wondering, is it going to go? Okay, let's try this out. Okay, power supply, 9 volts. Let's put a current limit on this thing. Let's put 100 milliamps. So we don't run into bother if there's a short or something. Actually, I may go back. I may go back to 50 milliamps on this one. That's ample enough to run this radio up. They're germanium transistors in these, PMP germanium, so you don't want to jolt them up too much. Most of the time, the RF transistors are AF116, AF117, 4-leg devices with a shield on them. Okay, I'll pause the video. I'll go and get my leads for my power supply, which you can see there, and let's see if this is going to work. Now, red lead on these, always positive. Okay, there we go, 9 volts. It's turned off there. I've turned the supply on, it's on, and we'll turn this on. Made a thump. And there she comes. It's coming up. And sound is very, very distorted. Let's have a listen further up here. Of course, in my workshop, you know what it's like. Not much up the top end here. Let's spear him around there.
Now, next question is kind of a music question, this one. Question 4. Which astronomer is name dropped in the song Bohemian Rhapsody? Galileo, Galileo, Figaro.
Well, he's right on that one anyway. Yeah, guys, she's working. and the sound is distorted, not very clear. It'll obviously be caps in the output stage, but there you go. She's working, so that's a good thing. Well, it is, but well, there's nothing to fault find. So we'll release this wire and then drop this circuit board down if we can. Might be easier to undo the sides. There. Yeah, okay. There's our grommet. Well, it sort of works. Okay. Pull this end out, and can we see anything under here? Let's unplug the speaker. Like lots of HMVs, they just push on terminals. And can we see anything? There it is, guys. Yeah, I can see an electro in there with the end coming out of him. And the same with this one. She looks pretty bad, actually. Couple of electrodes over here on the output stage. Obviously a biasing pot down there for our quiescent current of the output trannies. And, well, hopefully all these IF cans and everything adjusts. But, yeah, a little bit hard to work on there. But anyway, there it is. That's what we've got to start with. That actually sits in there a little bit. We'll do a bit more investigating. We'll come back on this and drop this down. A little bit of cleaning, so the front panel has to come off. Forget how all that works. Yeah, there's a few things to take apart with this thing. Yeah, I just forget the procedure of taking these out. Get the speaker out and have a look at the front of it. We'll take all these stays off and everything, and just yeah, pull the whole thing apart, clean it all up, put it all together. So at least it's going, and this should be a reasonably quick restoration. A few things to do on the front here as far as cleaning. Our dial glass is, well, dial perspex, as I said, very good condition, very good. Yeah, and then polish all this, make it come up nice and pretty. Okay, well, that's what we're up against. So I'm going to get into it, and we'll start another segment of the video. This is the introduction to it. I hope you like it, and I'll keep working on this now, and we'll upload it as a separate video. That way our videos just don't get too long. My videos have been fairly long, so yeah, we'll do step by step, but fairly quickly moving through this one. Okay. What else can I tell you about it? I'll be right back. We're going to find out some details on this before I end the video so that I can tell you what we're working on, models, so forth. Right, guys, now what this is, it's a HMV Consort. Okay, it's a Consort 6, I think, Consort 6. Now, I found out some other bits and pieces on it. It was sold in 1962, actually, in between 62 and 1967. And yeah, nice little radio, because the actual selling price at the time was, this is in Australia, was £30. So that's $60 these days. And this was in 62, 63. That's a fair bit of money. So obviously a pretty high-end set. Now, the other thing it says about it, it says it's a chassis J8 1B, and it says, where did I see it here? A heavy duty die-cast speaker, high impedance 30 ohm. So it's a 30 ohm speaker in this. This is just, if you don't know, you may know this. Tuned RF stage, it's certainly a goer. Transistor lineup, we've got OC 170s and 169. We've got an OC 975. We've got an OC 75, and for the outputs, an OC 127 and 132. So that's AC 127 and AC 132 in the outputs as the complementary pair in the output. So quite a little radio actually. There's some. I'll put a screenshot of this up. The circuit of this and the details and everything will be available on my Google Drive in the description. I'll give you a link to that so that you can go in and download it, have a look at it, whatever you want to do. We'll probably put some pictures of this as we go along. I'm trying to make more use of Google Drive for that stuff. The battery, as I said, was a 276p. And what else can I tell you about it? It weighs 2.3 kilos. We don't get radios today that weigh that much. That's a fair bit of weight. Yeah. What else? That's about it. That's about all the information. This is compliments of Radio Museum, of course. And my circuit came from kevinchant.com. And he had the J8 chassis and a really good circuit diagram. So if you're after circuit diagrams for your old stuff, kevinchant.com. Good website. A lot of information on there. And as well, radio info. And when we rebuild, we always use Carl's capacitors as well, and resistors, and felts, and other bits and pieces. Righto, guys, that's enough of me jaw-jacking. I'll catch us on the next one, which will be this one. We'll keep going with it now, and I'll catch us then. And please remember to subscribe, hit the bell, and it'll tell you when this one's up. Okay, catch us. Bye.